serve a mighty God. We serve a God who was 100% God and 100% human. And so he can sympathize with us. He's been through it all, the temptation, the hardship, the pain, being rejected, being left alone, unanswered prayers. How heartbreaking it must have been, when Jesus was crying out to the Father in the Garden of Gethsemane, Father, this cup can be taken away. And yet he says, your will be done. And so he accepted what was given to him despite the suffering and even on the cross being left alone, being rejected. So he's been through it all, the temptation, having a human body. He totally understands everything that we're going through, and he sympathizes with us, and that's why he extended his grace, saying, I know you can't do it, but I'm here with you, and I give you my righteousness, something that you cannot do on your own. That doesn't give us the license to continue sinning. That doesn't mean like we can just do whatever we want. But it's just that when we do fall, and we will fall, constantly, because the standard was raised. When Jesus came, he said, when you look at a woman and lust in your heart, it's the same as committing adultery. And so the thought and attitude of our heart, maybe outwardly we act proper, we say the right things and all this, but if you look at the content of our hearts, everyone knows. If you truly, when God reveals that to you, you realize how sinful and how unclean and how filthy we can be. Despite all that, like Jesus said, I give you my righteousness. When the Father looks at us, he sees Jesus Christ. He sees his righteousness and not ours, and covered us with his righteousness so that we can enter the presence of God. And so I just want to encourage you that in the end, Jesus was victorious. He overcame death, he overcame the cross, he overcame everything, the curse, the sickness, everything he overcame, and he is at the right hand of our Father interceding for us. And so we have an advocate who is always there, and whenever we feel attacked by the enemy and the lies telling us that we are unworthy, we're not good enough, we're not all this, you don't deserve all this. Of course we don't deserve, we have to admit that, and yet we thankfully accept in humility the gift that has been given to us, acknowledging that we cannot do it on our own, and we just come to the throne of grace with thanksgiving. And it is true that we have peace, knowing that Jesus is there and he's always on our side. He said he will never lose any of his ships, and so once we accept him, we are his ship. He will never lose us, he will never forsake us, he will never leave us. And so I just want to encourage everyone, no matter how sinful you think you are, no matter how unworthy you think you are, no matter what situation you find yourself in, that hopelessness and difficulty, I want you to know that we are always victorious through Jesus Christ, and he always was victorious. And this life here, the pain and suffering here on earth, is just temporary, but we are working towards that eternal reward that is in heaven. Jesus said he has prepared a place for us, and we will be in his bosom. We will be in the presence of our Almighty God. And just our human mind can never comprehend or imagine. Just remember to remain faithful and to endure. And so I just want to encourage you all. You guys have a great day. Bye.